The Roadie Strength Podcast is now brought to you by Perform Better. So you may know them initially from their bands, the mini bands, the loop bands, super bands. Just a really high quality rubber. They last a long time. They stretch really nicely, not like some of the cheapo ones. They're a local Rhode Island company. They're on the East Greenwich and West Warwick line, which is super cool. But they have reached national and international recognition. This company's been around for a long time. And they're just really known for having high quality gear, high quality equipment, outstanding customer service. Something breaks, they're willing to work with you, send it back, fix it, and just being really knowledgeable about their craft. They've been in the game for a long time. They do a lot of facility design, for the high schools, colleges, but they really work a lot with the pro teams, NBA, MLB, NHL, NFL. They have really good relationships with a lot of these teams. They do a lot of custom build-outs for their facilities, custom build-outs for their gyms, dumbbells, platforms, putting the custom logos in there, you name it. So some really cool stuff they're doing on that front. As far as education goes, they do a lot of courses. So whether online or in person, they have some of the top level courses in the strength and conditioning industry. And their Perform Better Summit, where you can actually go in there and listen to some of the top people in the industry and actually talk with them after the lectures, which is so cool, which you can't really get through some of the online stuff. But the education, they do really, really well. And the company's just great. It's, I've met a lot of people there. They're tight-knit. They're good people. So check them out, performbetter.com, and on Instagram, @performbetter. The Roadie Strength Podcast is now brought to you by Rob Levine, the heavy hitter. We've been really happy to have them jump on as a sponsor. I personally used them this past year. My wife was in a car accident, and they were able to help us along every step of the way through getting properly compensated, making sure we weren't getting taken advantage of by the car insurance companies, and helping through with medical payments. So if you've been in a car accident, it's definitely worthwhile. Just pick up the phone and see how they can help. The Roadie Strength Podcast is now sponsored by Soul Friend Yoga. Find them online at soulfriendyoga.com, on Instagram @soulfriendyoga. They're a locally based Rhode Island company over in Bristol. They also have a beautiful online presence. You can take a look at all their apparel, all their yoga mats online. Really nice website. And their materials and quality are top notch. Me and my wife both have a yoga mat from them. My wife has a lot of their apparel, the yoga pants, the tops, the accessories. Great company, great people. Definitely check them out either in person, online. Give them a follow. Soul Friend Yoga. The Roadie Strength Podcast is brought to you by Strength and Sport Physical Therapy for all your PT, recovery, and performance needs. We help you get back on the field, back in the gym, and back to a healthy and active life. What's our 3-step process? Well, number 1, we want to diagnose the cause of the injury. Number 2, we want to make progress towards your goal. Number 3, we want to push performance and prevent it from happening again. What's our history? Well, we were founded in 2017 within a CrossFit gym, Spartan 360, in Middletown, Rhode Island, with a dream to create a PT clinic that revolves around fitness. Since then, we've expanded to 2 separate locations in Rhode Island, Portsmouth and Providence. We hope to continue to serve Rhode Island and the greater community for many years to come. Our big goal is we want to help you get back to the activities you love. What's our edge? Why we cut above the rest? Well, we provide one-on-one attention. Every session's with a doctor of PT. This helps you get the most out of your rehab. We provide a variety of techniques, whether it's dry needling, cupping, exercise, correctives, and we base our rehab basically on the most up-to-date research, whatever is evidence-based. And we specialize in athletics. We walk the walk of fitness and sport. We have certifications including the CrossFit Level 2, USAW, CSCS, SCS. We do bike fitting. We do running analysis, concussion rehab, dry needling. Really, we want to build a better you. Get in touch. Give us a call or text 401-239-2784. You can give us an email, matt@strengthandsportpt.com. Follow us on Instagram @strengthandsport. Check us out online, www.strengthandsportpt.com. That going. It's funny when I saw you this morning. I didn't even put two. It felt like 2 different days.
I know, right?
I didn't even put two and two together. I didn't be like, oh, I'll see you later. I'm like, I didn't even think that would end up being today. And then I looked at my schedule. I'm like, oh, I am seeing Margaret today.
That's okay.
Did you think about that when I saw you this morning? Like, oh, I'm seeing Matt later for a podcast?
I did.
Did you?
Of course I did. I'm way over prepared for everything,
I didn't even
Matt.
think about it.
I'm over prepared for everything.
Oh, man. I was just so in the zone coaching. That's all I'm like. All I'm doing is coaching right now.
All
right, sweet. Ready for it?
I think so.
Let's do it.
This is gonna be a stupid question. Do I look? Does my hair look okay with the headphones on?
I think it looks good.
Okay, I don't care.
Do you want me to take a picture of you?
No. I just want to make sure it's not like something sticking up. We're good.
I mean, they're broadcast style headphones, so it's gonna. Your hair will be a little bit all over the place. You should have wore a wig.
I should have worn my wig. I got 20 of them.
Do you have 20 of them?
I have like 15.
Nice. That's a lot. All right.
That's a lot of wigs.
Are you going to bring all of them for the birthday?
100%.
Let's go.
I feel like I want people to have variety. Here, I'm going to show you. Never mind. This is later.
Right.
I'm going to show the wig I have for you.
For me? All right. I'm pumped.
The like mullet-y, but it's long.
Oh.
I feel like I have a good one for you based on this morning.
Awesome. All right. What's going on, guys? Dr. Matt here, host of the Roadie Strength Podcast. Got another special guest on today. Margaret, what's going on?
Do you know how to say my last name, Matt?
I'm not gonna. I butchered.
Mauch.
I butchered Pat's last name.
That's okay.
I said Moran.
Okay.
He goes, what? I'm not French. I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'm not even gonna say it.
I can always tell.
Can we practice together?
Yeah.
How do you say it? Mauch?
Mauch. I can always tell when someone doesn't know how to say my last name, but we've known each other for a significant amount of time.
I'm just gonna ignore it. I'm just not gonna say
Mauch.
Mauch. Like Mach 3.
Like, don't mock me.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking like Gillette, the Gillette Mach Turbo or something with the razor.
What?
What?
I have no idea what that is, but
like
okay.
the razor, the shaving razor, the Mach Turbo. I don't know. There's always in commercials. I don't even see that anymore. Anyway, so usually I like to start these off with rapid fire questions, and we'll kind of get into some of the meat and potatoes, as I say, for the podcast.
Yes.
But so first one is favorite coffee shop in the area.
Okay, Oak Bake Shop. Shout out to Oak Bake Shop.
Oak Bake Shop. Where is that?
Have you been? It's right near my apartment. Cam Street. Where I used to.
West Side?
No, East Side.
Oh, okay. Oak Bake Shop.
Let me think where it would be.
How are we talking? Like more near Thayer or more near like Benefit?
So, Rochambeau Library.
I know the Rochambeau
Fish Market?
Road or Street.
Okay, so it's like that way, but
off North Main Street.
Yeah.
Going towards Hope Street.
Yes. So it's on the other side of Hope. So it's like
okay.
Hope, North Main. I'm sorry, Hope, Camp.
Tortilla Flats. No. Ivy Tavern or India restaurant.
Okay, so Ivy Tavern is close to me, but it's on the other side. It's like the other main street. I'll send it to you. It's great.
Good spot though.
It's a great spot.
Nice.
Best coffee cake I've ever had in my entire life.
Really?
Plans. It's the best. I will like hype them up. I love them.
Newer spot or no?
I think maybe a few years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Really good.
I've never heard of it, and
so
I'm
good.
always on the lookout for new coffee shops.
Yeah,
so.
me too. It's so good.
All right. Good.
Vibes are good.
Favorite recent book.
Oh God. Okay. Recent book. I have two answers for this.
Okay.
My favorite book overall that I read, time and time again. On Earth, We're Briefly Gorgeous. Probably never heard of it. That's fine.
What's the name of it?
On Earth, We Are Briefly Gorgeous.
Okay. Cool. I love it.
But favorite recent book. Oh my gosh. The A Court of Thorns and Roses series. I'll start that. And
Nice.
Throne of Glass. Fantasy. Bad
Did
Boys.
is when we talked about doing this podcast only a few days ago at the Spartan race. Was that one of the ones you mentioned?
Yes.
Was it which one?
A Court of Thorns and Roses, the series though, not the first one.
Just the whole series.
The series as a whole.
Gotcha. Gotta read it beginning to end to get the full picture.
Exactly.
Cool.
Exactly.
Like it. As a book club member, I'm a kind of a book connoisseur now.
I'm
so
a book club
are you as
member
well?
too.
Yes.
Yeah. The spouses of your book club people, we all joined. We're like, let's go, girls, go on.
No way. Wait, is like Jill?
Jill, Sam, Renee. We're all like, why are they doing that? We love to
I had
read.
no idea that
Yeah.
you guys had a parallel universe book club going on.
It is way more wholesome. I love it. It's great. We painted candles on Sunday. It was great.
No way. That's fantastic.
Yes.
Same rules, like book a month type thing, or yeah. Do you guys meet up on the same days we meet up?
No.
No.
Because childcare. There a
Oh,
lot of those have
fair.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
We
You have to
make it
stagger
work.
book clubs. Gotcha. Wow, this is all news to me. I'm learning so much. Somehow this has never come up. Well, I have missed a decent amount recently, but I
Yeah.
always read the books.
That's
but
okay.
I'm a little late on a lot of them. But
That's okay.
moving on. Somewhere you've traveled recently.
Recently, abroad or
Wherever. Down the street. Another country?
Paris was my most
Okay.
recent abroad. I'll say that.
Cool.
'Cause Providence is not new for me. Paris.
Cool. For fun, for work, or?
For marathon.
Oh, yes. Thank you. That was last year?
April.
April of this year.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Very cool.
Yep.
And we'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
Favorite shoe, sneaker. So I got running shoe,
Mm-hmm.
CrossFit shoe,
Mm-hmm.
and then just normal going out to have a birthday party
Yeah.
shoe. Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
When's your official birthday? Is it Saturday?
Saturday.
Cool.
Yeah. Favorite running shoe, and why don't I know how to pronounce this? Because I hear it differently from everyone. Saucony, whatever.
Saucony?
Saucony?
I believe it's Saucony.
Saucony, okay. Saucony is my favorite running shoe. I've gone through many different brands. That's the one that I love.
I like that because that's an like OG, like tried and true running shoe that like I feel like doesn't get a ton of hype. It's
It
just
doesn't.
always just been good.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a good answer.
It's
Yeah.
given me a lot of miles, it's carried me through a lot.
How often do you like to change your shoes out?
Because I run a lot, I think I start to notice at this point the difference of
Sure.
when it changes for me. So probably every 300 miles or so.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
that's kind of like the norm. That's pretty standard.
Mm-hmm.
But that's cool. You kind of have like an intuitive like, hey, this doesn't feel like it's either providing support
feel
or
it.
cushioning, or like yeah, you just like time for a new pair.
Exactly.
Do you always get the same pair?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I do.
Nice.
Tried, true, tested, all of the above.
Nice. Was that one of the first pairs that you've worn when you were running, or did you like go through a few different styles and then like okay, like this is the best one?
I went through a few different styles.
Okay.
And this was the best one, and now I'm like I'm on it.
Very
That's
cool.
it.
And that's pretty much been like all your marathon running is in that one.
The last two, I will say.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay.
But CrossFit, I'm gonna
Yeah.
give a shout out to Reebok.
Yes.
10 plus years of CrossFit. I've tried a couple different brands. Reebok Nanos, as
The
they've
best.
changed, my favorite.
They're the
by
best.
far.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you have a certain model that you like the best?
Well, I feel like they change as they come
Yeah.
out with new ones.
Yeah.
CrossFit Nanos, I'll just stick with
Yeah.
that.
I don't know the numbers, but I was just curious if it was like, oh, the ones from
think
like
I'm-
5 years ago or
The one I have now is like, I think 4 maybe?
solid. Yeah, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
And then how about just like walking around normal shoes?
My Adidas All-Stars. I don't know. I love them.
All right.
Yeah.
Is that what you wear right now?
No, but I got my Blundstones. Shout out to the Blundstones. I love Blundstones
Nice.
too.
Very cool. What's gonna be the footwear for Saturday?
TBD.
TBD. You'll
It's a
have to find out.
It's a surprise.
Nice. Very cool. All right. So next question, we got favorite lift in the gym.
Favorite lift in the gym. This is a hard one because I got a lot. I think squat clean would be my favorite.
I was gonna say some sort of clean.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Squat
Nice.
clean. Yep.
Would you say that's probably your strongest lift?
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What movement are you trying to work at getting better at?
Squat snatch.
Oh.
Yes.
Very nice.
Which I think is the most beautiful move in all of lifting.
You did. And when we talked about this briefly, I remember you mentioned that. I agree. I think it's like a golf swing for many ways. Like you can always get better at that. There's always improvements to be made from a strength, also technique.
I think it's the perfect combination of strength, flexibility, power, gracefulness.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful lift.
And like once you get a little bit stronger at it, you have to then get better at the technique and the grace
Yes.
and all that. It's like the better you get, you have to, it's just back and forth, back and forth. So you
Exactly.
you can never perfect it.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Exactly.
Favorite. This is a interesting word question, but if you have anything like pops in your head, let me know. Favorite person, like I put celebrities kind of in parentheses here, but like doesn't necessarily be a celebrity, but like maybe someone you see on Instagram or YouTube or like person in fitness that like maybe almost like a mentor, someone you like look up to, like hey, I like what that person's doing.
Okay. I have two.
Okay.
One is going to be Simone Biles. I can't
Nice.
resist. I think she encompasses everything I want to be, from how she leads to how she performs to how she is on and off the stage, so to
Totally.
speak. But also Brooke Wells. I just want to be Brooke Wells.
Both badass. Love that. Really cool.
Yep.
Next question, we got favorite gym like pump up song.
Oh my God, this is so aggressive. Okay. I have a few.
Okay, yeah.
Ponder Replay.
Oh, Rihanna.
Yes.
Nice.
She played this morning. Thank you.
Did it?
Yes. You have no idea.
I played. It must have been Pat had it on. It was 2000s throwback workout
for
mix,
sure.
and it was good. So I kept it rolling.
Yeah. That ice cream paint job.
Nice.
My
That's
go-to.
the jam.
That's always my #1 Spotify Wrapped, my #1 played song for the past 4 years in a row. So.
Do you like the Lil Wayne remix of that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Very good. Very good.
And then anything Yin Yang Twins. I'm like hyped
Anything.
about. Yes. Yin
All
Yang
right.
Twins.
You and my
John.
wife Liz can just get down to Yin Yang.
Oh,
'cause
maybe Saturday.
she loves. She can rap every word to every Yin Yang song.
Literally
so
same.
yeah. All right. So we'll be playing some Yin Yang on Saturday. All right. Cool. Good answers. Very specific. Good answers
Yes,
there.
very
Nice
specific.
job. Next one. Switching gears slightly. Favorite go-to breakfast. Now this could be something like you go out to eat, like, or something that like, hey, this is the same thing I make every single day that I like.
Okay, I'm really bad at breakfast.
Okay.
It's not my thing.
Okay, that's fair.
I love black coffee, but I will say, if I am training and I'm in like a real training cycle,
Yeah.
and I need something to eat, my favorite breakfast, it could be dinner or breakfast, whatever, but
Sure.
is roasted potatoes, well seasoned, 2 over easy eggs, have to have that runny yolk, on sourdough bread with extra hot sauce.
Extra hot. Wow.
Yes.
The spiciest.
Extra hot sauce.
Nice. So you just like kind of like meal prep that and just have a few of those like throughout the, or is that just breakfast only?
That's just breakfast only.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
That's great answer.
Very
Like
specific.
it. Any brand of hot sauce that's like you kind of
Marie Sharps is my favorite.
Marie Sharps.
Marie Sharps.
Marie Sharps. Cool.
Yep.
Favorite cheat meal or dessert or candy or whatever.
Okay, this. I know these are rapid fire questions, Matt, but
Yeah, I know some of them require a little explanation.
I don't like the idea of cheat meal.
Okay.
And I want to emphasize this to anyone who's
Let's
listening.
break it down.
I
Let's
get
break it down.
If you have a cheat meal, great. I want to say everything I say today is going to be me individually, and
Sure.
I want to make sure it doesn't affect anyone else. If you
Sure.
that's great. If you have a cheat meal, great. To me, what works best for me and what I found is I like to enjoy food. And some people consider cheat meals something that I just like. So
Right.
I will eat a meal and enjoy it
Right.
and move my body
Yeah.
and continue on with my day.
Yeah.
Period. But I love pizza. I love hell of a good dip with salt and vinegar,
Ooh.
kettle cooked Cape Cod chips.
Nice.
I'll
nice.
say that if you want an answer.
Yeah, fair. No, I like that. I think the idea behind that is good because like I think people do associate cheat meals with like guilt, maybe
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a personal like guilt thing. Oh, I shouldn't be eating this, but I think that's a good way to take it. Is like, hey, like this is okay to eat, like in moderation, like
course.
certain things. Like so, yeah. I think that's a smart way to do it.
Eat,
And I
move
like
your body. That's
yeah,
it.
I like the way you preface that too. Like, hey, this is like my opinion. Like this works for me. Like, but I think a lot of people could learn from that.
Yeah.
All
sure.
right, that wraps up the rapid fire. Good job.
amazing.
Yeah. So next, kind of get into your backstory, kind of like how you got into. Let's start with just fitness in general, like how you got into fitness, whether like high school, like whatever.
Yeah.
Any like sports that you did.
Yeah, I think I've always been pretty athletic. I danced my whole life since I was
Cool.
2 years old. I was like a competitive dancer. But then I also did swimming, was maybe from 7th grade through I started in college, and then I was like, not for me. Swimming, but always kind of active and physical.
Cool. What kind of dance?
Everything.
Really?
Ballet,
Nice.
contemporary, hip hop, jazz.
Cool.
Yeah, I think dance moms, but not as bad because my instructor was not like that.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
So we'll see some moves on Saturday then. All right, perfect. And swimming. I remember we talked about that too. I'm like, oh, I didn't even realize you were a swimmer.
Yeah, I was a
Because we're
swimmer.
talking. I mean, I don't want to say for sure yet, but talking potentially.
Yeah, that's what's next.
Some stuff coming down. All right, cool. And so okay, so you were pretty active throughout your life. Sounds like. And then how did you get into was Strongman the first kind of like organized fitness type post college thing you did?
So I would say
Yeah.
Strongman combined with CrossFit.
Cool. Okay.
So when I was 19, I guess I was a sophomore in college, my guidance counselor in high school, who I had a really great relationship with, she opened a CrossFit gym, air quotes,
Okay.
with a co-owner, and he was really big into strongman events. And that's kind of where my love and passion for CrossFit and Strongman came into play.
Gotcha. This is in New York.
Yeah,
Yep.
upstate New York.
And did they, when you say air quotes CrossFit, like was it like non-traditional CrossFit in many ways? Yeah.
More Strongman focused. We did a lot.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Like carrying stones and stuff.
Oh
or?
yeah, Atlas stones, picking them up, putting them down, pulling buses, pulling trucks,
Yeah. So
yoke carries, all that, keg pushes, all of that fun stuff.
so that's kind of a, I mean, for a lot of people, like going from, I mean, let's use like a stereotype of like dance, for example, going from dance to like picking up stones to like pulling buses. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like not a lot of people will make that jump to transition because you could think about that as a lot of times two different ends of the spectrum as
For
far as like
sure.
how fitness and sport is. So how'd you end up making that jump?
It was hard at first, but I think that there was something very deep inside where I'm like, I need more. I'm
Yeah.
capable of more.
Yeah.
Dancing is strong. It's athletic.
Sure.
But it also has this stereotype of being maybe a little fragile, maybe a
Sure.
little bit. You have to look a certain way.
Right.
And I was pretty over that at one point where I'm like, I'm done with this. I gotta tap into this other energy that I know I have.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
And ended up, obviously, you fell in love with it.
I fell in love
Yeah,
with it.
yeah.
10.5 years later, here I
Yeah,
am.
still rocking.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Pulling buses, that's not something that a lot of people do it just in general. CrossFit, even at your standard like strongman style gyms, like Top Strength is one I can think of off the top of my head. There's not just buses that people are pulling around over there. I mean, they might
Yeah.
have an event like once a year, but like,
Yeah. That was the cool part about this specific gym was they always had all of this equipment or buses or trucks, whatever, available. And it was like, oh, we're going to do this today. Prepare yourself. And
that's
we
super
just did
cool.
it. Yeah.
That's super
It
cool.
was amazing.
What was it like the first time you were like, all right, I'm actually moving a bus?
I think that changes things because it's like you're thinking, how am I gonna do that?
Yeah.
It seems psychotic.
Yeah.
And then you do it, and like the momentum and the people are like cheering you on and whatever. Maybe you have a little help to start, but once you
Sure,
get that
sure.
momentum going, it's like wow.
It's like, wow, I'm
you can do
pulling a
this.
bus.
Yeah.
This is mind blowing.
Translates into every aspect of life. Too.
Sure. No, that's really cool.
Yeah.
And then, so post, I guess, well, what was the name of that gym first?
Beast Fitness.
Let's go. Great name. Are they still around?
Yes, it's they have new owners now, and it's a different name. I actually don't know what the name is, but yeah.
Have you been back? No, not really. No.
It's hard to get back.
Yeah, I feel you. So what was the transition like? So so you came to Rhode Island. Was there anything in between that and when you started CrossFit here in Rhode Island? No. So the next thing was Spartan.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Where I met Matt.
So shout out me and Tim
Yes.
for getting the wheels spinning back again, and shout out Peaceable Market, of course.
Yes, of course. Where
the
it
best,
all started.
the best breakfast spot ever, best omelets, best coffees.
Made by me.
Yes, maybe that was the hidden ingredient.
I think
that
so.
You were making it.
I think so.
All right.
Honestly. Yes.
Ocean View also.
Yes, of course. What more could you need? Honestly.
So kind of bring me through that. So you moved from. Were you at Beast Fitness, the gym, pretty much until the day that you moved?
Yes.
Yeah, and then you came to Newport, and excuse me, were you kind of like you had like a little bit of like a down period, where, like you weren't doing too much, right, for a little while?
A little while. I was just trying to find a gym. I knew I was going to find a gym, but I was in transition with starting my real like corporate job and
Right.
trying to make a little money until I got into my position. I knew I just had to figure out how to pay for it, essentially.
Totally.
But I knew I wanted to. And I think CrossFit gyms can be a little intimidating, even though I was, like, good at what I did.
Right.
It's hard to, like, walk into a new gym.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
Yeah, and especially, I mean, that gym, I mean, has a special place, I think, in all of our hearts. But
of course.
that gym in particular, because it was so close to like the Navy base, and there were just a lot of just badass people there. Like it was pretty intense. Did you ever go to the old space, or was it just the new space?
Just the new space.
Just the new space. Yeah. So the new space was like really nice. Like right next, like CrossFit gyms typically run like a warehouse, like dark, dirty. Not always, but that's kind of like the standard. If you're better than that, awesome. But that's kind of like the norm. But
Totally.
this was like in a place like which used to house like I think it was a Sleepy's mattress. So it was like and maybe an EMS was also there. It might have been the place right next to it.
Yes.
But
oh my God, yes.
Throwback. Yeah. So it was like really, really, really nice space. But probably for those reasons and like the clientele could definitely, even though you had been to a gym like that before, potentially intimidating.
Yeah.
Because of like, oh, this is a nice place.
Yeah, totally.
So I think a lot of people probably relate to that. Of like, what advice could you give someone that's like, hey, like I'm intimidated, like I don't know if this is the right spot for me, or kind of like that navigation of like trying to find out like what gym to go to.
That's a great question. Because even in my transition to CrossFit Providence, but like, I think it's intimidating no matter what. I'm very outgoing, but I'm also very introverted.
Sure.
So the anxiety is real.
Yeah.
I can be a like professional in this field and still walk into a new gym and feel nervous.
Sure.
No matter what.
Sure.
I think it's just a matter of being like, I can do this. I know what I'm doing. Or if you don't know what you're doing, that's also great.
Sure.
Walk in the door. Open the door, and that's
the first step. Yep, and just everything else will follow.
Exactly.
Just gotta get your ass there.
Exactly.
Nice.
Exactly.
Did you at that time did you have a couple different gyms you were looking at, or were you just like you just found out like, yep, this is the one?
I found that I had tried one other one that was like on my commute to work, and it was just not great, and I didn't love it, and I was like, it's okay.
Yeah.
But this one, I was like, I'm gonna try it, and then I had you and Tim in Peaceful Market hyping it up. I'm like, okay,
great. All right, this has got to be it. This has got to be the one.
Exactly.
That's awesome. So you were there basically, essentially. I know they closed in 2020. Were you there? Did you leave just prior to 2020?
I left before they closed. So I left 2019.
Okay, so just before they closed.
Providence, when I
right.
moved. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And then I think along the same lines, were you towards that next transition, were you kind of like feeling out a couple different places before? Or I think I may have mentioned, hey, check out CFP. They were running a really good gym there. That's right. Okay, cool. It's all coming back to me now.
Exactly. Exactly.
And then talk about. Sorry. Do you need water?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Talk about a little bit about like the. I don't want to leave Spartan for a second. I want to come back to Spartan for a second. Talk about a little bit about the vibe of like that gym in particular.
Spartan?
Yeah.
I think this is pretty accurate for most CrossFit gyms. You've got people who are really welcoming and inclusive and bring you in, and I think you also have a group who have been there.
Sure.
And are like the veterans of the place.
Sure. Yeah.
Who are a little
the OGs.
Yeah, who are a little cold and a little not super welcoming. I'm thinking about whatever.
Fair.
Which can be hard. What was
the vibe of Spartan? Yeah.
I feel like I had the perfect mix of both, but honestly, I think I'm not even just saying this.
No,
but like,
I know.
I think you and Tim really helped me like feel comfortable because you guys were both like established there, and I started to like when people were like, "Oh, she can do this stuff," like it was welcoming and
totally
good vibe.
And then how about because two different gyms, but very like awesome in their own ways. How about when you got to CrossFit Providence?
That was a very different vibe for me personally. I knew Newport, where Spartan was temporary for me, and I knew I wanted to transition over to Providence, so this would be more of a long-term thing. I was still really nervous at walking into CrossFit Providence.
Sure.
But I think I don't know. It just felt a little bit different. It felt a little bit more like home. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So you're like, these are my people.
These are my people.
That's
and
cool.
they still are my people.
Let's go. I think that comes down. I mean, that's something that a lot of people miss. We should talk about this a little bit too. I think that's because you mentioned earlier, like part of the reason you were waiting a little bit and had that down period was like because of costs for a CrossFit gym, and they do cost significantly more than like a Planet Fitness, obviously.
Of course.
But I think what you touched upon is important because a lot of people will go to a gym like a Planet Fitness and they kind of miss out on the like, hey, this is my people, this is my team, this is my community. So it's cool that you were able to find that at CFP. But that's also, I personally think that's a big part of why people go to gyms like that.
Yes.
But you also do get the coaching, you get the programming,
Yeah.
versus what you wouldn't get for a Planet Fitness. So
Yeah.
I didn't have a really question for that, but
Yeah.
do you any other input on like kind of like just choosing a CrossFit gym in general versus like going to like a traditional like the commercial gym?
So when I first moved to Newport, I joined Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
Which was this whole long thing, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing here. This is not it for me.
Sure.
I knew I didn't like that. But I think it's a matter of like when you walk into a room, that instant gut feeling. I feel like very intuitive. I can read people like a book.
Totally.
Um,
Totally.
And I think that plays, like, that's a huge factor in terms of, will I stay here, will I not stay here?
Yeah, and will you
Vibes.
keep going?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that's a big problem with commercial gyms. They can be great, they have great equipment and everything, but like, if you're, yeah, you might just like go for 6 weeks and then like take months and months and months off, which is what a
Exactly.
lot of people end up doing. So
Yep.
the people, I mean, even the class this morning, like the 6 a.m.ers, the guy's like, oh, I've been coming here for 10 years. I'm like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
like it just keeps you coming. It just
Yeah.
keeps coming back, and it's like,
Yeah.
and that's
It's
like a
valid.
big part of fitness. It's like just
Mhm.
consistency. So
Mhm.
it helps a lot.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's get into the next point, which is marathons. 'Cause that's the next. That's the recent big thing that you've been doing from a fitness perspective. So,
Yep.
how'd you get into that?
Marathons?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. COVID, peak COVID, gym shut down. I was like, what do I do now? I've run for fun kind of all my life, just like
Okay.
casually, but I think that was a hard time because we couldn't go to the gym.
Right.
I would never go to like a, no offense to Planet Fitness, I would.
Yeah.
Again,
Wait, Planet Fitness is just getting a beat down right
if that's
now.
your vibe, awesome. I could not. It's just not my vibe. Do you want me to keep talking?
No, keep going. Keep going.
Okay. I think I was feeling a little bit stuck as everyone else was, like, what happens? What are we doing?
Yeah.
This is like my main outlet of like release, and keeps me kind of like, I start the day with this workout. What do I
Yep.
do now?
Yep.
No other gyms were open, of course. So I think I was
Yeah.
like, let me start running because I'm also super anxious. So I'm like,
Fair. Yeah.
Like,
Gotta run the nerves off.
yeah. And I think that's kind of where it started. Is I have this, like, think about it like a big ball of anxiety in your gut, right?
Yeah.
And I started running, and I'm like, when I started running, I'm like, wait, this started to kind of like shrink and shrink and shrink. And I'm like, wait, this
Sure.
is kind of cool. Like,
Sure. That was your therapy.
it's my
Or
free therapy.
Part of therapy. Yeah.
Yeah, part of it.
Yeah.
And like the places I would go on long runs where I'm like, I can't believe I'm still running. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
But like, I would also like be thinking about things that would help me throughout the day as well.
Sure.
Or just like reduce that like anxiety.
Sure. Kind of be able to work through things during it.
Yeah.
When you were running initially, did you have any thoughts or goals of like, oh, I'm gonna run a marathon, or was it just like, I just need to get some exercise?
I
and you
just needed to move.
Right.
I needed to move.
And
Yeah.
at what point were you like, hey, maybe I should? I'm running pretty far. Maybe I should do a race.
I think it's something I've always wanted to do, but I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't do this. Like,
Sure.
what the
Sure.
heck? Marathons is crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
it's such a long distance.
it's a long distance. I never
Yeah.
thought I could do it, but then I was like, wait a second, maybe I can. Let me just try it for fun.
Yeah.
What else? What do I have to lose, right?
Totally.
And I think part of that, I have to like mention this, is then the gym kind of opened back up. It was definitely different. CrossFit Providence.
Yeah. Yeah.
Different looking. Like, we had boxes. It was very COVID safe.
Yeah.
But
Like sterile.
sterile. Yeah. But
Right.
it still didn't feel the same, but also like I started to find my community there as well.
Right.
So it's like people were encouraging, and I'm like, okay, maybe I can try this. Let me just try it for fun and see what happens, and then
Totally.
done.
And then there you
And
go.
then I'm like, now it's my guilty pleasure.
You're right. What was the first one you did?
Newport.
It was Newport. Cool.
Mhm.
Did you Boston qualify in your first one?
No, I didn't, but I was 3 seconds.
Oh,
Quite literally off, and I was like, wait a second.
What?
What?
And you had no intention of
No
like, yeah.
intention.
Did you even know what the qualifying time was?
No.
Did someone tell you?
Someone told me after. They're like, you literally missed it by 3 seconds. I'm like,
They're like,
what?
you should have just ran faster.
Yeah,
It's like 3
like the
seconds
one
faster.
hill that I decided to talk to someone on.
So
I'm
you
like,
were
come on.
you were cruising. I mean, if you qualify, if you Boston qualify, you're going fast.
You gotta go fast.
And you
yeah.
weren't even like, I mean, if you were like talking to someone on a hill, you weren't like competition mode. Like I must.
No,
Yeah,
exactly. So I'm like,
yeah.
what more could I do? That was my thing of like,
Right.
that was fun talking to this person. I can still see his face. Can't
Yeah.
remember his name.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I can still see that moment of like pushing him.
Yeah.
Like, why am I pushing him? Okay, great that I pushed him, but I'm also like, what could I do if I didn't do that? You know?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I wonder if he. Well, I guess men have different times, but Mike, I wonder if he was like, "Stop talking to me. I need to qualify for
No,
Boston."
he was the one who was talking. So
Oh,
I'm like,
really?
let me slow down and talk. I guess I'll do it.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then what did you do? What was the next one you did after that?
Providence.
Providence.
Yes.
And that was is that a Boston qualifier?
It
Yeah,
is.
Providence, and that's where you qualified.
That's where I qualified.
Awesome.
Yes.
And then you ran Boston. That was last year, right?
Last year.
Yeah.
Yep, last April.
Very cool. How was that experience?
That was the best race I've ever done. The most
Really?
magical experience
That's so
I've ever
awesome.
had. That is when we talk about like the crowd energy, as cheesy as that may sound. I
Yeah.
think that the energy of the crowd is what pushed me forward. And every time I talk about this, I'm like, you turn right onto Boylston. That final stretch, I feel like I could have laid back and let the crowd carry me.
No way.
I have never felt anything so powerful or transformative in my entire life.
They
I
just
still feel
energized
it.
you.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
It was like a transformative experience for me.
Really?
Seriously.
But
Yes.
I've heard also with Boston is it pretty much just like crowds people like almost the entire race?
Not almost.
No.
The entire
really?
race. There was not 1 second where there was not people screaming.
No way.
Yeah. It was a really magical.
That is super cool. And that's like that is the number one race in the world, right?
Yeah.
Is Boston? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's the most competitive. Like that's the best. That's really cool.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it also poured the entire time. There was maybe 2 minutes. I'm not even exaggerating. 2 minutes where it didn't rain, but it poured the entire way. But that made it even more fun.
I was gonna say, did you like that?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. Now it's like that's not a big deal.
The rains kind of can be nice. I feel like probably maybe not for the entire time for a lot of people, but it can be nice to keep you cool.
Exactly.
Sometimes, but
It was fun.
then you got to also worry about like probably chafing a little more. It's like
Yeah.
like the
I was prepared.
what's the stick? What's the
chafe stick?
it's anti-chafe or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got like a brand name, but
blue.
yeah. It's like extra amount of that today. That's like for the triathlons too. It's like all right, you gotta put on way more because a lot of them like you go directly in the water first. You're like I'm gonna be wet for a little while.
Yeah, you gotta be prepared. It's no joke. It's no joke. Be prepared.
And then after Boston was the next one Paris.
The next one was Paris.
So you've done 4.
4.
Very cool. Is there another one coming up?
I got a lot of ideas. I'm not sure.
Maybe.
Marathon wise, I would like to do the 6 majors.
Cool.
That's my goal.
What? Which ones have you done?
I've only done Boston of the 6 majors, but then there's
okay.
New York, Chicago, which are my 2 I would like to do next year.
Cool.
And then Berlin, Tokyo, and London.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Paris isn't
Me too.
on there.
Me too.
Maybe the 7 majors.
Maybe. I can make it my own.
Maybe one of the
whatever.
10 majors. I don't know. No, that's cool. And like you kind of tease a little bit potentially triathlon.
Oh yeah.
This year. Oh, definitely.
Well, I haven't signed up, but I'm
Okay,
like,
sure.
It's on the. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, that'll be cool. You already got the swimming background, so the
Yeah.
bike is just the last part,
Yes.
and you'll crush that.
Yeah.
I'm skipping ahead a little bit, but I think it's appropriate to ask you now. How is it? Because obviously marathons are so long distance. The training can be such high volume for mileage during the week. How is it doing that and like balancing CrossFit at the same time?
That's a great question. I get asked that a lot.
Yeah.
People are like, be careful, it's dangerous. I'm like, it's not dangerous. I mean, it can be dangerous.
Sure,
but
sure.
You have to kind of like understand your body, understand the demands of what you're doing, what week you're doing, how much
Right.
mileage you're supposed to be doing, et cetera, et cetera. Personally, I think that continuing CrossFit throughout my marathon training that's what helped me be better and
Totally.
good at running marathons is
Totally.
this fear of like strength and bulkiness and whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe dial down on your weight a little bit, but
Right.
a lot of the movements help accelerate you in running. Like the muscle groups are all connected.
Yep.
Keep moving forward. If you're running consistently and not doing any strength training, I feel like it could be harder.
Oh,
personally.
100%. Yeah, there's definitely if you had 2 options and it was do CrossFit and marathon training or like don't do like any weightlifting and marathon training, the CrossFit one would be the safer option.
Absolutely.
Because you need some level of strength training to keep your body strong and rehab and recovered, like to help sustain your mileage.
Exactly.
So like, yeah, no, that's a really good way to put it. Especially with, and like you said, like as you're getting close to like you're peaking, like the 2-3 weeks out for a marathon, you're running like 17 plus miles for your long runs.
Yeah.
Then sure, don't max out your back squat.
No, of course.
So it's like,
of course not.
yeah, but
know
like
your limits. Know
but
your limits.
still, even on those weeks, some level of like lighter strength functional work, which can be CrossFit if you approach it the right way.
Exactly.
Is good for you. It's good for it.
That's key. Is
Yeah.
approaching it the right way. Is key.
Yes. Know how your program like periodization is laid out so you can adjust your like workouts accordingly.
Exactly.
I think that's where a lot of people probably don't fully understand because maybe they've only either done CrossFit training or something similar. Maybe they've only done like a F45 or an Orange Theory, so they don't really understand with an athlete. many times for competition, you have to like peak, deload, peak, deload.
Mm-hmm.
So thinking, oh, like if you just do like they're used to doing like I don't know, 85 to 90 to 100% every single week. Like how can you sustain that and run the mileage? It's like no, you have to vary them.
It's balance.
Yeah, right.
Such is life.
Yes, yes. No, so that's a really good answer.
Yep.
One other point on that is like the one of the definitions of CrossFit is like varied. I'm gonna botch it. Varied movements.
Yeah,
varied movements. So it's like
functionality,
so like you're gonna get all these different movements that with running is just the same thing over and over again. So you get that variance is super helpful.
So moving forward.
Yes. I may have another question on that, but we'll move on because we'll go to the next one.
No, you're good.
Can you define ABF TTB?
Oh my gosh, I forgot about this. Is this how this all started? I think it is.
This is how the podcast started, maybe, or
how we talked about doing this
the pod.
right
I
now,
think it was. I think it was.
Yes, ABF TTB is my mantra that I really lean into, and it stands for. No offense. See, why do I even have to say no offense? That's silly.
No, yeah, offense. I want offense. Offend me.
ABF TTB stands for always be faster than the boys.
I like it.
I think that's a super important mantra, way of life to live by, especially for women and especially for young girls.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
No, I like that because like the stereotype, if you want to call it that, is like women are not as athletic as men or women are like, strong, whatever. But that's definitely not always the case. Very, very. I mean, for sure, for some max strength lifts, like if you look at the world record, sure.
Of course.
But like in general, not so much. Like,
of course.
General population, not so much. Yeah.
Of course, and we don't have to take it literally of like always be faster than the boys.
Sure.
It's more of this mentality of we are told, and I'm going to generalize, but I think it's important.
Yeah.
At a certain age, girls take this path and the rest of the world takes this path because we're told be fragile, be smile more, do all of this stuff, and then the self-esteem, the self-confidence kind of diminishes, and it takes you down a different path than you could have taken if you had a little bit more confidence or society told you can do this. You know? So it's more of the idea of you can do the stuff the boys are doing, you can be strong, you can be athletic, don't be small, take up space.
I like that.
You know?
I like that. I like that. Don't be small too.
Don't be small.
I think that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
And you said, I remember you said you borrowed that from.
Yeah. So Michaela Schifrin, Olympic gold medalist skier.
Cool.
She actually got it from someone I also really look up to is Lindsey Vonn, another skier. And she signs.
She's badass.
She's a badass. She signs all of her people who come up with the goggles, the helmets, ABF TTB, and I'm like, I want that. I need that. That's gonna be my next.
So
tattoo.
for them, it was probably. I mean, obviously, it has a deeper meaning, but for them, also probably quite literal. Like
quite literal.
I'm going to beat you down the mountain.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
And they probably did.
They probably did. And they actually did because they got gold medals. So.
Right. No, that's cool. I like that. So switching gears slightly, how do you personally define success when it comes to fitness? Like what would make, and you could think about this as a micro or like a macro level, like if I'm in the gym for a year, like what do I see as like, okay, that was a good year, that was a successful year for fitness for you right now?
I think this is going to be different for everyone.
Sure.
But for me, that's a good question. I think it's a matter of continuing to show up and continuing to define goals that are very personal and individualized for myself and reaching those goals. But also, part of the success comes from if I didn't reach those goals, do not get discouraged. Take that as a learning moment and work on it if that's something that I want to do.
Yeah, I think that's big because you're not gonna meet every goal you reach.
Exactly.
You can't let that get down. And
of course
you gotta
not.
look at it the other way as like, at least I set a goal and tried for it.
Exactly.
Versus doing nothing.
Exactly.
You're still gonna be better off. Yeah. So I like that.
If we're gonna take everything we're good at and amplify, okay, that's one thing. But it's like where I find the athleticism and the mental, physical, all of the above strengths. Yeah. That's where you take your weaknesses and continue to work on them, even if you don't maximize what you want to get out of it.
and then maybe recalibrate, set a new goal, and crush
Exactly.
that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Like that. This one we kind of touched upon a little bit earlier, but you as someone who's crushed consistency for the past 10. When did you when do you know what year you started for as Strongman?
Yeah, it was well,
You know the month?
I do. I do. Cuz I started God, what year are we in? 2024. I started CrossFit consistently July 2014. But I started
Okay.
But I started Strongman more so December 2013.
So over 10 years.
Yeah.
And you've been incredibly consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking like 4+ days a week for 10 years.
So I think a lot of people, I'll put this, like the vast majority of people are not that consistent.
Mm-hmm.
So what would be a piece of advice you could give someone to, like, how do you stay going? How do you not fall off? How do you stay motivated or dedicated to going to fitness, going to the gym, whatever you name it?
Mm-hmm. Actually, people ask me this all the time, and they're like, "Look at your biceps."
Yeah.
How did you do that?
Yeah.
Like, that's not. You can't get quick gains or quick results overnight. That's just not
Yeah.
realistic, and that's a mindset change you have to start with, and that's where I start with my answer of
Sure.
consistency. But also, I think it's just a matter of showing up. If it's something that is important to you and what you want to do, keep showing up. It's gonna be hard no matter what. It's still hard for me.
Sure.
This morning,
Sure.
for example, I was like, this is done. I'm done.
What, before you even get to the gym or when you're at the gym?
When I was at the gym, I'm like, this workout looks great, and then I was done. I'm like, that was horrible, but I still did it.
It didn't on paper look that bad.
Exactly.
But yeah, I want to
those are the worst offenders.
Yeah, right.
Those are the worst offenders. I think it's a matter of keep showing up. Do not get discouraged. Just keep moving. Honestly, that's it. Find people you can connect with. If it's in a gym setting, find like an accountability buddy. Even if you're not friends yet, you'll maybe become friends, which happens magically. But find someone who you can connect with and be like, let me just keep showing up. Keep showing up. That's it.
I think I personally think that accountability buddy is like, so it can't be understated. Having somebody to like keep you going.
Exactly.
Even right now, me, Mark, and Max have been swimming like once a week.
Did you go to this morning?
No, because I'm coaching Thursdays now.
Okay.
But on Tuesdays we'll go.
Yeah.
And it helps because the night before we're like, hey, we're all still going, right?
Exactly.
Like, just because you don't want to show up and your buddies aren't there.
Exactly.
So having that kind of finding a way to make that happen, like,
community
is huge. I think that's huge. Yeah.
I agree.
Similar question, kind of bouncing off something you said earlier. People are like, oh, like your biceps. How did you get that? So another thing, as far as like with women, like a lot of women might be like, oh, I don't want to like go lift weights or whatever. Like the common thing. Like, what has been your mindset as far as like, you might have mentioned it already, but like training more for like, strength versus like physique versus like fitness.
Yeah, I think this is a very personal, intimate question.
Sure.
For people, and I want to preface with that because it is intimate.
Yeah.
If you want to start your fitness journey or you're in your fitness journey and it's about physique and looking a certain way, that's okay.
Sure.
Do you. But I think there's something magical and transformative of when you switch that mindset of, I want to look a certain way. Ask yourself the question, why do you want to look a certain way? Who's telling you to look that certain way? Why? Just why, okay? And shift it to, I have one body. I have one life. What do I want to do with that?
Yeah.
Health.
Yeah.
Move your body. Be athletic. You're not going to get bulky. I promise. If you can, there's certain ways, I'm sure. Like, but that's not your goal, then don't do that. Like, you can still lift heavy weights and not get bulky and be athletic and fit and strong. And that mind shift for me of, I want to look a certain way. I really had to think about, why do I want to look like this?
Yeah.
External factors. Go inwards, figure it out for yourself and be like, I want to be healthy, period.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think that's huge. And I mean, like, no matter what, if you're going to the gym, you're doing fitness, like, you will notice some physique changes, but yeah, maybe part of it is also shifting perspective. Like that's not the only goal.
Exactly.
Like have a broader sense of like, why am I doing this?
The rest will come.
Your
Your body will change in a good way.
Yeah.
But it's less about the weight on the scale. It's less about
Don't obsess about that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I
like
think that's
that.
so important. It's so important.
I like what you said too about the like getting bulky, because that's I hear all the time, like from females especially, but like I don't want to get bulky. I don't want to, and like there's a post that our gym in Portsmouth posted the other day, is like, as an example of one of the things, like, hey, don't worry about that, because like look at what this is kind of going more into like muscle physiology, but like look at what a pound, because they physically have like, this is what a pound of fat looks like, this is what a pound of muscle looks like, and literally if you start shifting away from subcutaneous fat to more like muscle tissue, it's significantly smaller volume. So you will lose, though actually the stronger you get, you'll actually get less bulky for a very long time until you become like a professional CrossFitter. But you need to put in an insane amount of training volume.
That's a life. That's like their job.
And there's only 0.0001% of people will ever even have the ability to do that from a time perspective in their day, but also like an intensity and genetically gifted to be that way.
Exactly.
So it's like, it's tough because that's what Instagram shows. Like, this is what CrossFit is, and like these just absolute incredible people who are beast modes, but that is not, if you walk into a CrossFit gym, you're not gonna find anybody who looks like that.
No, you're not.
So it's tough, like the Instagram and obviously social media is filled with pitfalls and terrible things that can influence us, but that's one of them.
No, totally. Totally. And I feel like maybe we'll come back to this at a later point, but the Instagram thing and the phone thing. I think we'll come back to that. I feel like there's another question that might answer that well.
Well, all right. So we'll come back to that. Another question that was kind of along those same lines of like common things people will say or think about was age. So you're turning 30.
I am.
On Saturday, very soon. So a lot of people might think like, I mean, especially if you look at it from a pro sports perspective, like once you're past you peak in your early to mid 20s, and then it's all like you're getting close to retirement. And from pro sports by like your age 30, at least for like football and like some of those sports. But that doesn't necessarily need to be the case, or often maybe not be the case for a lot of people. And I think you had mentioned that like you feel like you're not even peaked yet, or you're reaching your peak as you age. You're getting more fit.
Yeah. So this is kind of off the top of my head, and I don't know where I'm gonna go with this. But I think of reaching the peak as also a finish line in a marathon.
Okay.
I think the marathon finish line or a race finish line is not the end goal, because there's always going to be another finish line. Same with peaking. I think peaking can look different at different points in your life. And I think that's super important to emphasize. Of right now, yes, I'm turning 30. I have never been more athletically fit in my entire life, not just physique wise, but like happiness, mentality of, I'm not looking at the scale anymore. I'm not worried about a number. I'm like happy. I'm healthy. I can do all of these things. That to me is peak fitness. So many different factors. Yes, I crossed the finish line. That's not it for me. Crossing the finish line in my 20s. That's kind of funny. But sorry. But like there's so much life left to live. So figure out how to adapt to that and continue to move forward. That's it. You know?
Like that. Don't just be like, oh, I'm past my peak. I got to give up and sit on the couch. I don't know.
No, that's crazy. That's crazy.
But it happens, obviously.
It does happen. But like then talking about the Instagram thing. I feel like we live a lot of our lives looking down at our screen on our phone. Pick your head up. Pick your head up. Get inspiration from Instagram. Okay, great. There can be some really great educational things. But you see these videos that are like, or reels or whatever. I'm aging myself. These reels or TikTok videos, whatever. That are
these
like,
internet videos.
Interweb. That are like, oh, I have this special powder that can make you lose weight in 30 seconds.
Oh, man.
And then they buy it instantly. Pick your head up and look and start walking. That's it.
There you go. You're already losing weight.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Don't be influenced by what's on your phone. Keep moving forward. Keep your head up and keep moving forward.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Nice,
Yeah.
nice additional point there. Good work. See, there's a couple other questions on here that I wanted to touch upon. Let's talk about. Well, we've talked a decent about mindset, but let's talk about mindset in particular when it comes down to marathon training and like marathon like race day.
Yep.
So, I mean, me particularly when it's like when it's starting to get towards those longer runs is like where the mindset I feel like it becomes tougher and you need to like really get dialed in. But also on race day too. Can you talk about I guess what keeps you going? What keeps you wanting to push after like you don't want to do those like long mileages anymore?
Yeah. That's life.
Yeah.
That is life. There is a perfect synergy between marathon training for me and life.
Sure. Yeah.
Life's hard. I mean, it can be great and fun, but it's also hard, and that
Yeah.
is part of the reality.
Mm-hmm.
Days I don't want to run or do my long runs, I gotta do it.
You just
That's it.
Even more reason to do it.
Yeah, exactly. I can't get to the starting line of a marathon and be like, oh, I missed 6 long runs. I'll be fine. No, you won't be fine. It's gonna suck. So put in the work
Totally.
and just keep moving.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had I think unrelated to your training, but you had was it in Paris? You had was it Paris or Providence? So
Paris.
Yeah, Paris. Yeah. Had and I don't think what happened in Paris. I forget what.
Well, I slipped on the ice in February before the race. Not even running, walking my dog.
Sure.
And that's when I came to you and I was
Right.
like, I'm unwell.
Right. I'm connecting the dots again.
Yeah. And then Paris happened. Paris was probably the hardest marathon I've done. There was a lot of external factors that were outside of my control.
Yep.
But again, reflecting back, that is life.
Sure.
There's factors in life that you cannot control and you have to adjust, adapt, or you can just give up and be done.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
You're still going to cross the finish line no matter
Yeah.
what, even if you have to walk. It's okay. And if you don't cross the finish line, that's okay. There's another finish line to be crossed.
Yeah. Yeah. You can reset.
Yeah.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
Was that another one where like you were it was a hydration issue? Was that Paris or no?
Paris is hard. It was my first abroad marathon. I didn't have the food that I typically eat, the sleep, all of these factors that I am so in control of. I had to let go of control.
Sure.
And it was hard, and there was different. I mean, it's such a small detail, but the water was different. I'm used to small little sips of water versus the water bottles that they give out, and I'm like, I have to chug water. I got super sick during the race. I pulled out my phone and lost all of my goos, my gels, my fuel that gets me through at mile 16, and I thought I wasn't gonna finish, but I did. That's it.
Was that like when it would be like another question I had here with some of the highs and lows of marathon training? Would that be one of your lows?
Probably one of my. That was probably one of my lows. Yeah.
That was tough.
That was tough
to get through. Yeah.
That was tough to get through, but I did. I
You
did.
it.
It sucked.
Yeah, good job.
But
you crossed the finish line.
I did.
That's all that counts.
Yeah. Yeah.
How about because a lot of these races will come around like during the spring, so you run through the winter for the most part. Because kind of along the same lines, but how do you stay motivated for that when it's cold?
It's hard. It's really hard. It's not easy, but it's something you just have to do. Again, you have to be prepared. Do not run when it's dangerous, where it's ice everywhere. Go to a gym. Buy a day pass at Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
There we go. Shout out to Planet Fitness.
Hey, we're bringing it back. Planet Fitness is getting some redemption right
there
now.
There we go.
They're just the easy ones to pick on.
Yeah, exactly. There were some tough days of like, you do not want to do this. I can't tell you, Matt. Oh my God. One, invest in mittens and something to cover your ears. That's
Okay.
it.
Okay.
I didn't do that for a long time. When I did that, it changed my life. Layers. You'd be surprised once you start moving. You can shed layers, but there's something. It's like the cold plunge. It's the whole thing behind that. There's something magical and peaceful that happens when you can get past that pain and that initial shock of the temperature.
Yeah.
And you enter into a space where I can't go unless I'm immersed in cold weather.
Interesting.
It's like a peacefulness where I'm just like, I have to remain calm, and I go to a different place.
Interesting. I like that. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I have not heard that before.
Yeah.
But that's good.
That's how it gets me through.
Nice. One other big question that I had written down that I wanted to ask you on, and we kind of touched upon this a little bit already, but we kind of talked more about like the physique versus being strong and athletic, specifically more for females. But I think maybe just talking about like and the example I'm trying to remember, I can't remember her name, but the rugby player was these past Olympics was really big on it. Is just general body weight for sport with females, and I think that's been moving in the right direction with like some of the stuff that she was saying. It's like I don't know these past Olympics, but I guess I didn't give you an actual question on that.
That's
But
okay.
but any thoughts on that, kind of where that's heading, or just in general?
Body weight?
Body weight in sport specifically for females.
Yeah. Well, again, I'm turning 30,
Yeah.
so let's do the math here. I grew up, not my peak. I take that, that's not the right word. The years that I grew up where I'm I don't know, 13 to 20, let's say.
Sure.
I grew up in this this was the era of the thigh gap.
Okay.
And nothing tastes as good as skinny feels. And horrible shit. Did you ever hear this?
No.
Exactly.
I'm not even truly sure what a thigh gap is, but I've heard that term before.
Isn't that horrible? That's my
Yeah.
point. That defined me. That took over my life. The fact that you've never heard that is very telling.
I don't think.
No offense.
I don't think
offense.
thigh gap exists in CrossFit.
doesn't.
People have massive thighs.
Exactly, and that's kind of my point. is
Yeah,
that
sure.
You never heard about this, or the
Yeah.
Special K diet where we only eat Special K cereal for 3 meals a day. That's crazy.
I did eat Special K, but I just loved the strawberries.
Yeah,
they
me
had in
too.
there. Yeah,
Me too.
But I didn't hear about the Special K diet.
It was a different thing. I
Yeah.
mean, I knew so many people who did it. I did
Really?
it. Whatever. Yeah. I had a printout saying nothing tastes as good as skinny feels on my mirror when I was 16 years old. That's so sad to think about. My life, my entire being was dictated by the weight on the scale.
Sure.
What does that even mean? What does that even mean? It
Yeah.
goes back to fat and muscle. Like,
Yeah, right.
Get rid of the scale.
Yeah.
Again, take this advice. With a grain of salt.
Exactly. For someone struggling with it, that this might be incredibly helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a matter of getting rid of the scale and this number on the scale and being like, what makes me feel good? What makes me feel healthy?
Right.
Keep moving. You don't have to do crazy CrossFit things or marathon training.
Sure.
Don't underestimate the power of a good walk.
Sure.
Move your body.
Yeah.
Period. That's
Period.
it. I don't even remember the question you asked.
No, that was good. Whatever it was, the answer was better, so we'll take it. All right, so last couple little things, and then I know you got to go back to work, so we'll let you get out of here. But anything, I know we kind of talked a little bit about like what you're doing for. This is kind of a good segue, I guess, like for nutrition right now. Are you a macro counter? Yeah. Do you do like MyFitnessPal?
I do
or
MyFitnessPal.
Yep. What's your kind of like normal? Do you kind of like switch up like what you eat, or do you do like meal prep, or kind of what's your focus for nutrition, I guess?
Yeah, nutrition is something I constantly struggle with, is
Sure.
figuring out the balance of everything. It depends on where I'm at in my training cycle, if I'm doing marathons and CrossFit or just CrossFit or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
I've realized like fueling my body for movement versus being scared to eat certain things
Sure.
changes my approach. So I like to eat the same thing every day.
Yeah. No,
'Cause I
I'm very
like it.
similar. Yeah, I'm very similar with that. Yeah.
It's not painful. It's not hard. It's like,
Yeah.
it's because I like what I eat and I know it's good and that's it.
Yeah.
It's something I'm always trying to, it evolves as my goals change though. Like
Right.
I have to eat more if I'm doing marathon training and CrossFit.
Right.
But it's not about eating more or less. It's about what am I doing? How is that fuel going to help me?
Totally.
And I think of food as fuel at this point.
Is that something you kind of learned through trial and error over time? Did you have like a coach like help you out with like setting your macros and like figuring out like how many carbs, fats, proteins to eat in a day? Or
I think it's been hard for me always. And then Tanner,
yes.
shout out to Tanner.
Yes.
I did a nutrition challenge with him right before Providence Marathon, where I was really trying
Cool.
to qualify for Boston.
Cool.
And I realized I was way under eating, and the more I ate healthy, whole foods, the better I got.
Isn't that crazy how much of a difference that can make?
It's crazy.
It's insane.
It's crazy. I probably wouldn't have qualified.
Yeah. You just, it would be like putting like not enough gas in a car.
Exactly.
Like
That's what it is.
You'd peter out and just die.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It is crazy how much of a difference that makes.
It does. It changes though based on what you're doing, and it's a constant battle of like not battle, but adjustment of where you are in life.
Yep.
And that's it.
What about do you have like a certain goals for like protein? Same thing for like what you're doing for like marathons? Yeah.
I do.
Cool.
Yeah. I think eating more
Yeah.
and I want to emphasize whole foods.
Yeah.
Is key, because you can eat a bag of Doritos, whatever, but I think whole foods is key, and that's it.
For healthier options for sure.
Yeah.
Which kind of brings me a good segue to the next point is like use any supplements?
I go through phases with this. Did we count C4s?
C4, there we go. Yeah, caffeine, get pre-workout. Yeah,
it's probably not the best, but I'm addicted to C4.
I like as far as pre-workout goes, C4 is easily my favorite.
Yes,
so
me too.
I feel you on that.
Dry scoop to the face every day. It's fine.
That'll wake you up. The mouth is like,
I know.
Here we go. Just that alone. The caffeine's not even in your body yet. And you're like, all right, let's go.
I know. It's placebo a little bit. Yeah. In terms of supplements, I've gone back and forth with different things, but I think that the food is more where I'm focused on right now in terms of like getting what I need.
Totally.
Maybe that will change.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
And then we'll do more of a quick rapid fire for this one, but like recovery in general, like stretching, foam rolling, ice baths, sauna, massage gun. What do you like? What do you or just
really
rest, sleep?
I'm really bad at recovery.
Fair.
But I've also realized sleep is sacred, and sleep
Yep.
is my. I didn't realize how much sleep could affect my recovery.
Yeah.
Everything. Sleep is like top of the pyramid,
Totally.
and it trickles down to everything else.
Definitely.
Ice baths, so I really got into that too. Talk about cold
Nice.
therapy. It's like, that was magical for me.
Really cool.
But sleep
Sleep is big.
is my supplement.
That's one of the best supplements. We'll take it. All right. So for wrap up questions, and then we'll let you get out of here, go back to work. But anything in store for the future? I know you kind of like tease triathlons. Maybe we won't say officially on the podcast yet, but anything that for like in store for the future, and if not, that's okay.
It's hard sometimes to distinguish between fitness goals, life goals.
Yeah.
I think they're intertwined for sure. I would like to see what I can do and push myself and do the triathlon.
Sweet. All right.
Also, the 6 world majors is kind of on my goal.
Yeah.
Like, people are like, that's dangerous. No, it's not. Figure it out. Do it safely. It's okay.
Right. Is the 6 world majors that have to be done in 1 year, or is that
no?
You can just do it like
over the course of your life.
So what is at what point is it dangerous? Is 2 marathons dangerous? Is it 3? It's like, what's the argument there?
It's so specific to the individual.
Right.
Like, I've run 3 marathons in a year and I was fine.
Yeah.
Some people can't do that, and that's okay.
Right.
You have to listen to your body, listen to your coach, whoever you're working with. And
exactly.
Yeah. Triathlon, though, is my next.
That will be fun. That'll be fun. And then last question, I'll leave everybody with the way it's basically a favorite quote, and you've said a lot of quotes so far, so you could just reuse one of those if you want.
Yeah.
But the way I describe it is, you get a billboard on 95.
Mm-hmm.
You take the Rob Levine billboard.
I was just gonna.
Yes, you take it. Shout out to my sponsor, Rob Levine. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Rob.
Now sponsoring the podcast. I can say that for real now. He is actually sponsoring.
Oh, really?
Yes. Shout out Rob Levine. So where was I going? Oh, you get that billboard. He's lending you the billboard for the day for free. You can put whatever you want on it. In general, one way to think about it is like a message to like your community here in Providence. But do you have any ideas what you put on there?
Okay, 2 answers.
Cool. Yeah.
I'm gonna do first full circle and do ABFTTB.
Yes, perfect.
It's gonna be my number 1. But also, this is like something else I've been thinking about a lot, and it could be fitness, personal, anything. I think if there is not a seat at the table for you, bring a folding chair.
Hey.
And
Did you make that up?
No.
That's great.
That's Shirley Chisholm. We don't have to talk about that. Yeah. But that's something that sticks with me, and I try to bring that with me through everything I do.
That's awesome. I like that a lot. Those are both really good quotes. Cool. Awesome. We'll mic drop with that.
Mic drop.
Good stuff. And
Thanks, Matt.
thank you. Awesome podcast. Roadie Strength Podcast. We're signing off.
Sweet.
Oh my God,
You
that was
crushed
so
it.
fun.
You crushed it. Isn't that fun?
So nervous.